Wow. When it gets down to it, Dennis, this is about as close to a NASCAR race car as you could have gotten. Charger Daytona body, 426 HEMI, and a 4-speed. It doesn't get much better for the street.
No,
because
it really
basically you put a roll cage in this thing and you were out on the racetrack on Sunday afternoon at 200 miles an hour. And
it don't get much better than that.
No, it doesn't.
Wow. Well, I tell you, there's still a few cars to go in here. What do you say you close this up and we'll go look at those?
All right. We got some more.
Need parts for your mean machine? Then check out this week's Classic Car Marketplace.
Use the best parts.
Welcome back to My Classic Car.
Just to show that you have things other than 71 Chargers. Yeah. They've got a few other babies here. Now, this HEMI Cuda here is kind of where it started for you, right?
That's right. This particular 71 HEMI Cuda is definitely goes back to my roots. My father, my brother Curtis, and my younger brother Mike, we found this car over in Atlanta, Georgia, and purchased it, brought it home. This is one of our older restorations that we did as a family.
You guys did it yourselves?
We did it ourselves. Now, it's a 25, 30-year-old restoration now, but yes, this one is close to my heart because of my family.
So, and it was really your first HEMI.
That's right.
Your first that you owned, right?
That's right. That's the first HEMI that I owned.
That's one to hang on to.
Oh, it won't be going anywhere.
No.
And the 71 HEMI Cuda is a good one to hang on to.
yeah, it is. Well, and talk about a nice pair. This AAR Cuda and Challenger TA. This is great. I love these.
Well, they're just some of the coolest Mopars ever built. And this particular group here came from, again, from the Otis Chandler collection out in California, and then went all the way around the world over to England and to Carlos Monteverdi.
And then
I was doing a deal on a couple of 71 HEMI Chargers from him, and he mentioned these, and again, Roger Gibson spoke up, said, buy those cars. And I said, okay, I'll get them in the deal.
They're very cool cars, yeah, and both of them very original.
These are two survivors, and they're pretty much known, again, to be the best of their kind in existence, which, as you've noticed, that's what I like. I love survivor cars, and a survivor car speaks for itself. You don't have to ask any questions when you look at it.
No, and you don't take any guff from anybody either.
No.
Well, they didn't do it that way. Oh, yes, they did.
This is one of them. And if you look at this one, you'll actually see some of the sloppiness of how Chrysler built things.
Yeah, well,
you see the waves in the fiberglass here, and you can see where it's laid up, but it was acceptable.
And in a restored car, you'd never see that. Oh, that would be so buffed out and everything. And even the fitment on your louvers.
Yes, on the tail, you can see under them because they don't fit down just right. And not a lot of cars have the louvers from the factory. This is one of the most optioned AARs you will ever find. It has the 4-speed AM 8-track louvers. It just has got all the goodies on it. And most of the time they were more bare bones. And this one here, somebody was pizzazzing it up with all of it.
About how many miles?
I think this one here is around 21 or 2,000.
Man.
And
and they're, like we said, they're only original ones.
That's right. They only happen one time that way.
Check out more mean Mopars from Alexander City, Alabama.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Well, enough looking. It's time for some driving.
That first to second, that torque flight transmission, boom, boom.
The pistol grip 4-speed, we have a couple of those. You saw them already. They are beautiful to look at. They're sexy, but if you want to race,
this is what you go racing.
You get your torque flight tricked out, and it's the way to go.
Well, never before and never since has there been an automatic like that.
No, I think it was probably one of the best automatics built. This car here has had one repaint in its life, and other than that, it's a survivor car.
With 35,000 miles.
That's right. I and most collectors will prefer, any day of the week, a survivor car. It just feels different. It drives different. It's the way it really was back then.
But back then, and that's how you could get cars like this, you could just keep checking option boxes.
That's right. Well, the beauty of the 71 Charger, and even Chargers before that, but especially the 71 year, lots of options. Theoretically, there are no two Chargers probably identical when it comes to engine, colors. You really personalized your car back then.
Any way you wanted it.
Any way you wanted it. If you were on the street, your car had your look if you sat down with the order box.
It was your car.
It was your car.
So, Tim, could I put my foot in it just a little?
I don't have a problem at all. You want to see what a Hemi feels like? Go for it.
Okay, if you insist.
There it is.
Yeehaw!
You just didn't stay in it long enough, Dennis. You just got to go a little longer to really tell what we can do.
Yeah, well, I
But
could feel that. It was coming on. It was coming on. Oh, man, what a day. This is one of the most unbelievable collections of Mopars I've ever seen. 23 Chargers?
23.
23 71 Chargers, most of them Hemis. Oh, and speaking of Hemis.
Next week, we'll have...
So until our next meeting, remember, honor the timeless classics. I'm Dennis Gage. Happy motoring.
Attention.